Let's go over the future of Star Wars when it comes to movies featuring Han Solo and Chewbacca. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, ever since Solo: A Star Wars Story released a couple of weeks ago, starting off with its Thursday night pre-opening night showing, raking in $14 million. And as the weeks rolled by, we saw more and more results of the box office itself and how it really didn't do too well, and how Disney lost tens of millions of dollars so far, apparently, because of the amount of money that they spent on reshoots, marketing, you name it. Everything about this is all in the hands of Kathleen Kennedy, because we do know that she hired the original two directors at first and then fired them right near the end of principal photography, just before Ron Howard stepped on board to reshoot 80% of the entire movie. Now today there's a lot of talk that Disney may very well cancel the Solo: A Star Wars Story sequels because of this whole entire box office debacle. Now, in case you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, there was in fact a whole entire plan for Solo: A Star Wars Story sequels where Alden Ehrenreich was signed up for more movies. Even the actress who portrays the character of Enfys Nest, she's signed up for more, as well as Emilia Clarke as the character of Kira. Now again, this is all talk right now, nothing is finalized, but Disney is actually in the works of trying to figure out exactly why things happened the way they did when it comes to the box office results for Solo: A Star Wars Story. In fact, Disney believes it's a frequency issue, and that's something that they are indeed questioning. Now, to me, it all came from The Last Jedi backlash and the Solo boycott. And the fact that the Solo sequels may very well be cancelled, again though guys, treat this as a rumor as of right now. It's a lot of talk today, it's a big thing going on. The fact that Solo: A Star Wars Story sequels may very well be cancelled by Disney, I don't know, it kind of upsets me if they're going to go down that route. It kind of is unfortunate that based on one movie, they would cancel all of the other Solo sequels that they plan to release at some point in time in the future. Now, one thing that we do know for sure is that Disney plans on only releasing one Star Wars movie a year now, as opposed to two, because of them believing that this is all a frequency issue. Now, I don't know if you guys agree or disagree with that, if this is really a frequency issue, or if it's actually from The Last Jedi backlash and the Solo boycott, which is something that I entirely do believe is the direct result of everything of why things happened the way that they did with the Solo: A Star Wars Story box office failure. Now, looking at, the Han Solo movies that are, to come and how Disney may cancel those, I feel that Alden Ehrenreich as Han Solo, like I said in my spoilers and non-spoilers review, it does take quite a bit of time of getting used to the character. Overall, I think he did a good job. I don't think he did a great job as Han Solo. It's just not Harrison Ford, and I get that. I know that. That's something that you're not going to be able to get. But looking at, Alden Ehrenreich and how he signed up for future movies, this really does bring up a lot of questions as to what's to come for the future of the Star Wars franchise. If they do, go to that decision on wiping out the Solo sequels and totally just disregarding them and putting them in the trash, what other movies will replace those spots that were for the Solo sequels? That's another question for sure. Now, we do know that both Disney and Lucasfilm have over 10 years worth of anthology film ideas in their minds as of right now. Now, I'm sure that at least 2 or 3 of those consisted of the Solo: A Star Wars Story sequels, and if those are to go, it's going to take quite a bit of time and work to come up with new and other ideas to replace those spots for releases of new Star Wars movies. Though, like I said, guys, from the very beginning and the very start, I wasn't quite sure about Solo: A Star Wars Story sequels. I wasn't, super hyped up for them, but I actually welcomed them in the works because I believe that we would actually have a Jabba the Hutt cameo in there and a whole entire storyline on Tatooine and within Jabba's palace, etc. The ending of the movie for Solo: A Star Wars Story definitely sets it up for having a sequel and maybe even a sequel after that one. So looking at, you know, the whole entire situation here with the box office, guys, let me know how you feel and how you think about it all, and what do you think about Solo: A Star Wars Story sequels? Do you think they were or are a good idea for the future? And how would you feel if Disney actually comes to the final decision of canceling those movies? Drop a comment below, let me know what you think about that. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.